Alright, we are live. Hello everyone, I'm Lonnie.
Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And, this is our review of Stranger Things 2, Chapter 6, The Spy.
Yay.
And, holy crap.
Yeah. Holy crap's right.
Yeah, this is another one. This one was high on the action. This was like a high octane, scary thrill ride, pretty much from start to finish. We really see in this one that the doctors with the government laboratory are these dudes are the good guys.
They
now.
are really trying to get rid of this thing.
Yeah, they're trying. They're not screwing around anymore. This is a whole different group that's been put in charge. They're basically trying to do cleanup, and they are failing miserably because nobody really understands what's going on. And I don't even really understand.
They're just like, set it on fire.
Yeah, but
let's burn it.
Setting it on fire could very well kill Will.
Yes.
Because it's causing him great amounts of pain. But
basically, we learn in this episode, they don't outright say it, but he has a host.
Yeah.
Inside of his body. And I don't know if it's
all
the
thanks
main
to Bob.
one. Yes.
The Bob virus.
Yes. I don't know if it's the main host or what. Like
I
the
think
main
it's just
leader.
I think it's just a hive mind type thing.
Maybe.
A swarm, as it were. But anyway, if anybody's watching live, this is earning legacy tokens to the tune of what, 20?
25.
25 per 10 minutes. New subscribers, if you subscribe while the broadcast is going live, will get 200 bonus legacy tokens.
Yay.
And also be sure to subscribe to our channel, not only for the legacy tokens, but to also enter our loot crate, our November loot crate. Drawing. We are going to draw November 11th. You have until then to enter. The link to that application for the drawing is in the video description. It's a Google form. Just check it out. 2 minutes tops to enter.
Boom, boom, boom. You're done.
But this episode, I mean, really, holy crap. Number one, the big thing is the whole relationship deal has been kind of sort of resolved between Nancy and Jonathan. They finally hooked up at the behest of the crazy
dude.
Conspiracy theorist dude.
I don't know his name, but
I don't either. I want to know his name because I look up to that guy. But yeah, he just called it like he saw it. You know, he had no personal stakes in this. He had no reason. He had no.
He said that was the first lie y'all have told me all night, and they told him everything that was going on.
Yeah. I mean, he knew. He figured it out. He knew by looking at him, like, what was going on. He could, he was like an older guy. He knew body language. He knew what was happening. And he pretty well told them their deal, and they still tried to resist it, and then they just finally got together. And it was kind of funny because the next morning, he was like, so how was the pullout? And they were like, what? And he was like, the sofa. I was like,
oh, just great.
Yeah, that got you there, buddy. Anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, this was a really good episode. We end up finding out, and I kind of had this idea anyway, that the Demogorgon that Dustin had raised wasn't the only one. There were several.
Yeah.
Those things have been growing out in the wild, and now they're hunting in packs. And
they've outgot Steve.
They almost got Steve. They managed to get back. They had like a pretty nice little setup, reinforced old abandoned school bus and everything. And these things go running at them. They're trying to get in. Well, then they leave.
Yep, they just stop and leave them.
And my first thought was Max's brother had shown up.
No.
But then they wouldn't have just left for that.
No.
They would have come
I
after
knew
him.
it was something major. I didn't know what they were, because it was like they were signaled to stop what they were doing and go to a place. And it's like, well, what the crap's about to go on here?
And he said that, Steve said that. You know, like, oh, I didn't scare them off. They were called somewhere. And sure enough, the place, you know, Will basically gave them this location that he said isn't being shown to him, and then he realizes after they send the crew down there, holy crap, this is a trap. And so Mike goes and tries his best to warn everybody. Of course, even if he would have made it, it was too late.
Yeah.
They end up, this group of people that go down there, like the excursion team, end up getting torn completely apart by these things. And that's pretty much the end of it. Dustin and Steve are teaming up, and you'll actually see that in our thumbnail. That's a picture of them
trying to lure them.
Yeah, dropping pieces of meat for the thing along the railroad tracks, trying to, you know, get the Demogorgon there.
That's how Steve ends up by himself, because they get there and they don't want to, or though they think it's just one, doesn't want to come to the huge meat pile. Steve gets the bright idea to go out here and lure him with himself.
I just knew he was going to die. I was like, Steve's out of the picture now.
Yep.
Nancy is going to feel guilty because he died.
And her and Jonathan will suffer, and yada, yada, yada. No, that didn't happen. But they about got him.
So this, I mean, holy crap. I'm going to go ahead and say that this one gets another 11. I just
with
this is 4 in a row perfect episodes, and I've watched a lot of Netflix original programming, anywhere from, like, you've watched Fuller House to I've watched Daredevil, both seasons of Daredevil.
I've watched Orange is the New Black, just about the whole thing. And there might be maybe 2 or 3 episodes that are 11 on that, but the rest of them ain't really like that.
You've never seen 4 in a row.
Hell no.
Like, I've watched Daredevil, and then Daredevil season 2 is where they introduced the Punisher, and that was pretty sweet. And then a little bit of Jessica Jones, but none of those. And you know, I already went in being a fan of those, and none of these shows brought consistent high notes all the way across.
Right.
This one, like, I've been glued to the TV. We've been binging the crap out of this. And with the other shows that they watch, while they're good, I can't watch more than a couple at a time. And honest to God, if it wasn't almost 1 in the morning right now, we would finish the rest of the shows tonight. I mean, there's only 3 episodes left in the season after this, and then it's over for probably another year. But holy crap, this has been an amazing season, 2/3 of the way in. And like I said, episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6, all 4 have been amazing, knock it out of the park, excellent television. Just from start of the episode to the time the credits roll, have been amazing. Yeah, the whole doctor thing, you know, they're actually trying to make a difference now. They're trying to help, failing miserably. A lot of the characters kind of took a back seat in this one.
It mainly focused on Jonathan and Nancy, what they were doing.
Yes, and then Will a little bit, trying to figure out what's wrong with him.
And then Steve and Dustin.
Did you notice that Lucas and Max were holding hands on the bus at the end of all the crap?
Yes, at the end, and I'm like, oh God.
And of course they, like, you know, pulled away real quick.
Some more drama. Because Dustin's going to be jealous and yada, yada, yada.
Probably. That's exactly how it's going to happen.
But, I mean, this is in the style of the 80s, and that's typical 80s fashion in movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of like they have to do it.
That story has pretty much been done in just about anything involving kids I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When there's at least 2 boys and 1 girl, that happens. I mean, I saw it on King of the Hill. It was on, anything.
Everything. We could just go on up.
It. That was the thing, you know. There was, I think Beverly was basically had a thing for Bill,
Mm-hmm.
but Ben was the one who had a thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it, that it didn't really cause issues, but you could tell, the dude kind of suffered in silence.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, just anything involving kids, more than one guy, one girl, and then, that kind of thing happens. So,
But let's touch on Jonathan and Nancy for a second when they recorded everything they said. That's why they ended up at the conspiracy dude's house to begin with.
yes.
That was really cool. Oh my god. Like
What are you talking about?
like they had the tape player hid. That's how you know this is an age show, because them scientists didn't check them or nothing.
Well,
They just told
we
them
mentioned that
everything.
last review.
No, I mentioned that while we were watching it. I didn't talk about that in the review.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I did. Not. But anyway.
But yeah, that is
Zombie ended
true.
up over
And
there.
they, in this episode, right before they leave,
Mm-hmm.
they make copies of that tape and send it out to like every major newspaper and media outlet in the country. Like the Chicago Times, you're seeing they get like a stack of envelopes and they're sending out all these copies. God only knows what's going to happen. It'll probably
That's
end up on the
crazy.
front page of some kind of a, sensationalist,
I was gonna say,
bullcrap paper or
inquiring minds want to know, like, in front of the Inquirer.
Bat Boy found in cave.
Yes, yes.
That'll probably end up being what happens at the end of the series or at the end of the season.
Oh, God.
It'll end up being on the front of some goofy.
Yes, and they'll be like, no, it really happened. Yeah, sure it did, okay.
Because, those things were all the rage in the 80s and early 90s.
Well, Men in Black, that's where they get all their information from.
Yeah.
Because nobody believes it, but it's really all true.
Well, it was like, did you ever see So I Married an Axe Murderer?
I've actually never watched that, no.
That is actually a pretty funny movie.
I'm sure
But
it is.
it's, the dude's mom basically talks about how Weekly World News has like the largest distribution numbers of any paper, third largest or something like that.
Yes.
And the woman that he's married was like a axe murderer, or was like the Black Widow, killed her husbands, and she'd been through like 7 husbands. And there was actually like a picture of her in the paper or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was like Weekly World News, and he was like, "Oh no way!" But he starts to believe it, and it's just kind of funny.
Anyway.
But yeah, but I could see something like that happening. I really don't think it'll be completely proven. And it's weird too, because while they're trying to get back at these people because of what happened with Barb, at the same time, these aren't the people that they really need to get back at. Those people have been taken care of already. And I almost feel like what they're doing is just going to cause more problems. So, I mean, we'll see.
They better hope it ends up in the tabloids. Nobody believes it.
Hey, here's the thing. There's like 3 episodes left. I'm almost positive that these next 3 episodes will probably take place over the overall span of less than 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And so I don't know if there's any way we'll really know what happens unless they do like one of those 6-month later things at the very end of the season or something like that. So, I don't know. But anyway, you agree that this was an 11.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think we've just about made it to the, to that point. Number 1.
Especially with the twist of, he made me do it, when we'll start saying that, it made him do it.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
Like, that thing is just about taking control of him. I mean, they did show that over the span of like 24 hours, they had these brain scans.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
it had gone from like maybe 10% of his brain to probably 80. And they were talking like he was going to be completely out of control by the end of the day. So that's what is making me think these next 3 episodes will take place over the span of less than 24 hours. Like, it's nighttime, and I really think that by the time the sun sets again, the series will be over.
Yeah.
So, and that's what a coincidence, because we are going to review all 3 episodes within the span of probably the next 14 or 15 hours.
Yay.
So, watch out for a review on 7, 8, and 9. We're going to be doing 3 different reviews live tomorrow, and we're hoping 12, 1 o'clock, because we've got to get 3 of these done. So let's say we start at 1 and maybe an hour, hour 10, hour 20 a piece. 5, then we have to do an Orville review, and we'll still have time for dinner and all that good stuff. So we'll be done in time for The Walking Dead, as long as we get everything done on time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's it. Stay tuned tomorrow, because hopefully somewhere between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be doing a live review, same place, right here, on Chapter 7. Did we find out what Chapter 7 is?
No, we didn't.
Chapter 7 is gonna... We read it earlier. Chapter 7 is The Lost Sister. There we go. Okay. We're going to actually see what's going on.
God, I can't wait. Oh, that's going to be so awesome.
We're going to see what's going on with the other ladies or the other children. And we're probably going to see number 8. At least. But it was weird because 8 was the only other one in there with her.
Well, I mean, plot points. It just happened to be that way.
That you saw. There's probably more.
Yeah. I'm sure
but God only knows what happened. They may have killed them. Think about it. They may be the only ones that worked out.
Maybe. I'm sure there were some fatalities.
Well, 8's the only one they're focusing on anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this review of Chapter 6, The Spy. It's part of our Stranger Things 2 coverage this weekend.
Yeah, coverage.
We're going to get it all done over the course of the weekend. Like, I wouldn't really call it binging, but it's binging compared to what I normally do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do a full 9-ish or a 9-episode series over the course of a weekend. I usually let it play out over the course of a week or 2. Mm-hmm. But we've really devoted, and I wanted to get Stranger Things done for Halloween. Like this was the big thing.
It's perfect for Halloween.
Huh?
It's perfect for Halloween.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm actually wearing my Stranger Things shirt. It came with the Loot Crate. Anybody that knows, that's like a homage to the classic Uncanny X-Men Dark Phoenix cover. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We'll see everybody sometime between 12 and 1 tomorrow for Chapter 7. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this has been our Stranger Things 2 review of Chapter 6, The Spy.